Good evening, VNTV. Thank you for joining us for our next installment of our show. Tonight we have a special show tonight. It's called The Power of Fruits and Veggies. And one of the quotes I want to start out with to show tonight is, "Let food be thy medicine and let medicine be thy food." It was spoken by a famous Greek physician named Hippocrates. And so tonight, Dana, I'm going to have you introduce our special guest.
Phương Dung xin kính chào quý vị ở VNTV tối nay, và hôm nay là một sự hân hạnh có được Jini, là một người mà rất là chuyên hiểu biết về sự ăn uống của trái cây và những rau cải mà có thể làm một sự mầu nhiệm đến cho sức khỏe của chúng ta. Hi Jini, can you welcome to VNTV, and we're very honored to have you here tonight. And we would love to know a little bit about your background and how are you going about to kind of into the fruit and veggies, even though I believe we all know we eat in every day that veggie and fruit are most important thing for our body. But I think that a lot of people have a lot of misled as we age. So we really wanted to hear your experience and your expertise, and if you have anything to share with us, it could be very good for us.
Okay, thank you, Dina. It's really nice to be here. Thank you very much. My name is Jini Carlson. I'm a holistic health practitioner specializing in nutrition. I'm also affectionately known as the fruit and veggie lady. I've been in private practice since 1989. I'm also a nutraceutical rep for the Juice Plus company. They put fruits and vegetables in capsules for adults and soft chewies for children. And I've been with Juice Plus for 22 years. Back in 1995, I had a real wake-up call. I had some serious health conditions, and that prompted me to take a look at what I was eating and to move my eating to a higher level, so to speak, each day. And what I discovered during that time was that everybody needs to eat 9 to 13 servings of fruits and veggies each day. And included in that needs to be something from every color of the rainbow. Other things I learned was that less than 5% of our population eats 9 to 13 servings of fruits and veggies. And also that unfortunately the standard American diet is a huge contributor to the disease and unhealthy conditions we have in our country. It was about this time when I discovered Juice Plus, which I mentioned is 25 fruits and veggies in capsules. And not only is it the largest selling supplement in the world, it's also the most researched supplement in the world. We currently have 36 clinical studies. We have studies on everything from to show that the Juice Plus gets absorbed into your bloodstream, that it raises antioxidant levels in your bloodstream, that your body absorbs those, that it protects your DNA, that it promotes cardiovascular wellness, that it helps reduce inflammation and systemic oxidation. And if you aren't familiar, those are the two new buzzwords for, it's the bottom line,
we've
bottom line
about
for
a
every
previous episode about oxidative stress.
Yes.
And how our cells, normally when we're just metabolizing, as the cells are duplicating, producing energy, it produces these waste products called free radicals.
Right.
And so what happens is the free radicals over time causes inflammation, damage to the cells.
Yes.
And there's so many different diseases, from the eyes, which I specialize in, macular degeneration, cataracts, to skin disease, arthritis, lupus, you name it, right? Diabetes, it's all inflammatory process.
Yes,
and
you're
so I know that
right.
fruits and veggies has that amazing power to help reduce that, right?
But you know, Khoa, like the one thing that Jini mentioned that I think is very important for all of us is that it's always a wake-up call for everyone in some part of your life, right? We are too busy in life that we always think that everything else is more important than your health. And then we end up to not really focus on what good for us because we don't have time. So as when something happens so major in your life, like Jini went through, that's when you have something to say, oh my God, I have to look into what's best for me now. Because without your health, then nothing else matter, right?
Totally agree.
And what my question to you is that how is it that you go about into even go into Juice Plus? Because for me, there's so many supplements out there, right? So many companies claim that they make such good product. It's observed 98 to 100% that they should take their supplement and their fruit and veggie and all these things that they sell in for me, or as you know, any of our VNTV client or anybody watching the show today, what is it that the most important thing that when you go out there and looking for a supplement or a fruit and veggie supplement, what are some of the important criteria that you look into before you choose it?
Okay. My belief is, and it, excuse me, it doesn't matter if it's a fruit and veggie supplement or if it's any vitamin and mineral supplement out there. Number one, does it have evidence that it's safe, that it's not going to harm you? Number two, where is clinical research that's been done on people to show that it's going to do something for you and your body? And Juice Plus had both of these. So there is no other supplement out there that has the research that we have and that can make the claims to the research that we have.
So if you say that, let's say, you know, if you don't mind talk about your own experience, that what you have been through before that lead you to Juice Plus, and what have Juice Plus done for you that it have changed your health completely?
Okay. After I had my health crisis and got healed and got better, I really began to understand the power of what I had found. And I felt an obligation to share because there's so much conflicting information out there about you know, what's good for you and what isn't. And so I sort of got on this little roller coaster, and what I do is I'm really passionate about sharing with people and their families the power of fruits and veggies and the connection between what they eat and disease, because there's a direct correlation.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, one of the things I always talk about is to be really healthy, it has to involve mental, spiritual, and physical health.
Right.
So it encompasses all three aspects.
Yes.
And so you know, the fruits and veggies definitely takes care of that physical part of our bodies.
Yeah. But still, though, what have changed in your health condition compared to before that you feel like Juice Plus is the crucial thing that have changed your health condition?
When I found Juice Plus, I was very ill, and I had been on it about, I think, 4 weeks. When I was able to get up, get out of bed, and have a bit of a normal life again. I'm actually 68 today. Wow. And amazing. I've been on Juice Plus for 22 years.
Well, there you go. There's the proof is in the pudding.
Yeah.
Right? So,
I look and feel better than I did when I was 45.
Wonderful.
So you don't, just because you're, we all age and that's inevitable, but you don't have to get old.
Just depends on how you age, how you
take
care of yourself.
We can all age gracefully.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I too say to that, I mean, we can't stop aging process. It's God will, right? But we can definitely slow it down.
Right.
And like I said, make 40 look 30 and then make 50 look 40. And I think it's just not the look from the outside, but also how you feel from the inside.
Right.
So if you feel healthy, then the outside will also show it.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know if either of you experienced this or not, but I'm a vegetarian, and every once in a while I'll be somewhere and I'll be stuck and I'll have to eat an animal protein. And 4 or 5 hours after I've had that, I become angry and agitated and upset. And it's because my body is so accustomed to having that good pH balance from the fruits and veggies.
Because it's very acidic, from what I understand, right?
Yes, the animal protein.
Meat from the animals is very acidic.
It's acidic, and when your body burns that through your metabolism, the ash that it leaves is acidic, and that makes you
more aggressive.
Yeah, aggressive, shaky, anxious, and so it's really. I think that's where the fruits and veggies tend to address the spiritual
aspect. I've been personally
Mm-hmm.
myself trying to eat more vegetarian. I do love red meat and I eat it, but I know for myself I feel more at peace when I eat more vegetarian. It's something, as you explained, but my body's not accustomed just eating all vegetarian.
Right.
But I definitely understand what you're coming from.
Yeah.
Because you see all the monk that we met one today at the temple, they all more
very
calm
peaceful.
and
Yeah.
peaceful.
Oh, they're
They can only eat
I've never met an angry monk before,
Yes.
except in the movies.
They're vegetarian.
They're vegetarian, so they
Yeah,
cannot.
not vegetarian.
They cannot eat anything except
yeah.
veggie and fruit. So no meat, no seafood, no fish, no nothing.
Yeah,
Yes.
they're about as peaceful
Yes.
humans as you can get.
Yes.
Yes.
And Khoa, so let's go to another aspect of our health. As we age, our body is slowing down, and no matter how much veggie and fruit that we consume as a daily life, like even Jini have her own veggie garden
Yeah.
that she grew. It's organic and
I'd
she
like
eat
to
it every
visit that
day.
garden one
It's
day.
beautiful. It's
Anytime.
actually
I
beautiful.
bet.
It's like a tower thing that
wow.
you
Yeah,
show,
It's called a
right?
tower garden.
Wow.
A tower garden. And even with that, I don't think it's even enough to promote a healthy condition for your health, but you actually need some supplement
Yes.
from the outside so that it can balance out the amount of nutrition that you need. And if you want to comment in any of that.
Yeah, so, when we eat healthy, it's a lot of times with the food nowadays, we don't know the processing.
Right.
We don't know what, they're spraying, right? For pesticides, for example. So there's a lot of chemicals out there that we don't know if we're getting, but in your case, you're actually growing your own fruits and veggies.
Right.
So you know exactly the soil you have in, you know exactly what fertilizer you're using or how you're able to plant it.
Right.
And so, yeah, so I guess it's really difficult sometimes when we think we're eating the healthiest stuff and we're buying the healthiest stuff, but are we truly getting that? Because
Right.
we don't know where the source came from. And I enjoy that. I live in Poway, and then Saturday mornings there's a farmer's market. So there's really some good organic stuff that they bring in. But sometimes, is that truly?
Is that truly
is it
100%
truly
organic?
Yes,
Yes,
yeah,
right?
Is it?
See, the part of the problem is you and I could be neighbors, farmers, and you could have all of your stuff organic. But me, your neighbor, I spray. And on a windy day, guess what?
It comes through.
What I sprayed is now on your crops.
Crops.
One of the things, another thing that sold me on Juice Plus was that it's tested 4 times by the time it reaches the plant and put in a capsule. It's tested 4 times for herbicides, pesticides, heavy metal, bacteria, and fungus. And if any of that is discovered, the whole batch is trashed. So we have, certificates to say that none of this stuff is in our
Yeah.
product. So it's really clean food.
Great. Yeah, because a lot of times, as you mentioned earlier, Dana, so a lot of people don't realize is the fuel we get in our body is from food.
Absolutely.
Right? So imagine the analogy I give to patients a lot of times. I'm an eye doctor here in San Diego. So they always ask me, how do I keep my eyes healthy? So I always say, well, the eyes are a part of your body. So you got to eat healthy.
Right.
Your eyes will manifest in that. So sometimes when we eat, we don't get the most proper nutrients. And so
Right.
a lot of times, these fast food restaurants, we don't know how they're cooking up the food and where it's coming from. And so we're gonna not feel that well, right?
Right.
Mentally, physically, spiritually, it's all connected.
Yes,
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
we come from Asia, so go back to the old days when I was little, and when we third world country, so we don't have a lot of technology, a lot of things. So we grew our veggie and our fruit in the backyard, and there no pesticide or anything that even grow anything. So I mean, even a chicken eggs or onions, everything looks small. And when I came here, everything looks so big, and I don't even know why. And now I realize that because of all the chemical that they inject,
Yeah.
that make
Chemicals
things
and the
look.
human and then the hormones.
So you don't go for
Absolutely.
quality anymore. You go for quantity,
Quantity.
right?
Absolutely.
So now and now currently, I think a lot of people have more knowledge now because of all this education. Like people like you, like me, like Khoa, that really into passion about what we love, the healthy life. So we like to share this information. We don't promote any products or anything, but we really do believe in our own experience that we've been through it.
Definitely.
I've been through my health issue as well. And if people look at me, they will not know that I have a lot of health issue. And I think it have a lot to do with, the mental, the thing that you consume, the food that you eat,
Definitely.
and also where do you get the source from? So that's why I don't eat out a lot. I cook my own food. Like you said, we know exactly what kind of oil we use and
Yes.
what kind of, fresh food, we cannot really stop a lot of things that in the market because we still have to buy something from the market, but at least we'll be able to control 80% of what we really consume per day.
Definitely.
Another thing that sets Juice Plus apart from the produce that you get in the stores is that Juice Plus is picked when it's vine ripened. Fruits and veggies get their nutrition the last 3 or 4 days on the vine. That's when they get, really get right nutrition. Well, the stuff that you get in the store hasn't been allowed to do that. It's estimated that there are apples that show up, you know, in your local grocery that are months old. So the nutritional value of them is so diminished compared to what it was, you know, 20 or 30 years ago. Even the soil in the ground today, it's depleted, and so that's why we need to eat more, is because the soil is depleted.
Yeah, Dana and I previously, a couple weeks ago, we did a show about juicing. We juiced beets, celery, pears, and apples, and we had this wonderful concoction that we shared in the show. But yeah, could you talk a little bit about also fresh juicing and from your experience?
Fresh juicing, you know, was all the rage all the way back with Jack LaLanne and his,
that's right, Jack LaLanne juicing.
Juicer machine.
That's right. The guy, was he?
He was great.
100 years old.
Yeah. He looked great though.
Exactly. It works.
Yeah,
It was, yes, yeah.
However, there's new information out about juicing. And if you're using the traditional juicer where you throw away the pulp, that pulp that you're throwing away is actually where all the nutrition is. And what you're left with is sugar water.
Oh, okay.
So there are some times, and certain veggies, I don't recommend it at all with fruits because there's too much sugar in them, but there are certain incidences where like kale juice or something really healthy, that's okay. But as a regular basis, a smoothie is a much better idea because you put the whole
thing,
thing
you
in.
keep all the fiber.
Right, you keep all the fiber, all the pulp. You know, you get the peel from the apple and all of that. So that's where all the nutrition is. Juicing is really good, but I caution people not to rely on it.
Maybe
as
do a
their
mixture of both,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Yeah, because you do want to keep that fiber too, because a lot of that fibrous pulp, the nutrients, as you mentioned, is in that. So we don't want to throw those away.
Yeah, that's also like my mom. Like when we eat an apple, she never want us to peel the skin. That's where the skin
it's where all the nutrients.
Even oranges, you know how beside the outside skin there a white layer before the orange. That also very good. A lot of nutrition in there.
Eat the skin?
Yes, you eat the white skin. The white skin. So when you peel, not the yellow one. So when you peel the first layer, but there's still a white one inside. When they bake and stuff, they still use the skin of the lemon and the skin of the orange to bake too. But so it's like we said, it's on the balance of life, right? Everything that you do, it have to be a balance, or act. Otherwise, it would never be a good thing for our body.
Right. It's just like you would never put diesel fuel into a gasoline car. So we don't want to feed our bodies the wrong type of gas or the wrong types of food. So a lot of times, how you feel and how you, just your energy, right?
Yeah.
It's how we get our energy. It's the food we eat. So if you're going to feed yourself fried, processed foods all the time, you're going to feel it all fried up. Right. That's why I say to my patients, you know, if you're hitting up that, the fried stuff, it's going to take a toll on your body.
Yes.
And your eyes won't appreciate it, your cells won't appreciate it, your body won't appreciate it. And mentally, you won't appreciate it.
So, we wanted to continue. We have more show coming up. So, like today, I kind of want to summarize that with Jini. The information that shared with us. Remember, when you choose a supplement, you make sure that it's clinical studies. And then what else, Jini?
That it has proof that it's safe, it's not going to harm you.
And also look at the history of how it have, how
it's processed.
And how many people they have improved in their life, and all that review that will help you to choose the right supplement or the right food or vegetable for the consumption of the daily life for your body.
Yeah, definitely want to add. I have a close friend whose grandmother was afflicted with cancer several years back, and they gave her not much time to live, and all she did was just they juiced her. They gave her fresh juice, like fresh squeezed juice every morning, or actually that's all she drank and ate pretty much, and then she lived much longer than what the doctor, the prognosis.
She lived a lot longer than if she had had chemo.
Yes,
exactly. And we don't even want to talk about that. But that's part of just foods being the medicine, right? The fruits and veggies, the amazing
Right.
powers of what we can do to our body.
Yes.
Yeah, and we are the example. It's like we work all day today, right? Now at like 7:30, we still have all the energy that be able to share some information with, our VNTV and everybody else out there. So I hope you guys enjoy this show, and thank you, Jini, for
Thank you,
being
Jini.
here with
Thank you.
us.
Wonderful
Thank you for
knowledge.
having me.
Thank you.
Hopefully we will do it again, and maybe
Definitely.
we can have some more data to show
Okay.
about what important.
Definitely.
in our
Yeah, if you have any questions, we'll be happy to answer. Please contact us. Yeah, have a great evening, everyone. Thank you, VNTV.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Jini.